Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new Warhammer 40k Imperium magazine update video. Now, as per usual with all these videos, if you like them, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course drop us a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys and it goes a massive way to help the channel too. Now, with this video I just wanted to go through what we're going to get in the run up to issue 80 of Imperium magazine, and we have some really cool stuff to look forward to. But before that, I just wanted to explain, there's no issue 71 video this week because unfortunately the newsagents where I get it from, a member of staff had put it on the shelf and somebody else bought it before I even got there. So frustrating as hell. They've put an issue on order for me. It should turn up in a few weeks time. Unfortunately they did say it could take up to 8 weeks, which is crap, but it's one of them things. So fingers crossed I'll get it sorted very soon, and yeah, we'll be able to do a video for a missing issue again, because you know that seems to be a weird thing that seems to happen with this magazine, and it happened with Mortal Realms, so yeah, annoying. Anyway, into the main crux of the video. So obviously we've got some really good stuff to look forward to in the run up to issue 80, but before we jump into that, let's have a quick look back at what we've just had. So obviously with issue 69 and 70 we had parts 1 and 2 of Marneus Calgar and the Victrix Honor Guard. Now, 3 fantastic hero minis, really cool. They look awesome and they are really damn cool. They have a lot of ornate detail to them, and probably some of the coolest weapon kind of units that we've had so far from the whole Space Marine range for good old Imperium magazine. So really good stuff. Absolutely fantastic. I must admit, I've still not painted mine. They are built and ready to be painted, but Leagues of Votan have called and took over instead. So it is what it is, but really cool stuff, and I can't wait to get going on them. So they will be good fun. Issue 71, obviously I didn't get, is the Necron Lich Guard / Triarch Praetorians, if you want to build them as that. So a lot of people will of course have doubled up on these issues, and this is part 1 of 2, so 72 is the second part to it. So you do need both to complete the issue minis and get going with them, but they are really cool. So the magazine intends for you to have Lich Guard and not Praetorians, so you will only get the data sheet for the Lich Guard. We won't get this data sheet for Praetorians, in all honesty. But they are really cool Necron units. They look a bit quirky, a little bit fun. They have these pretty cool spears and glaives, and if you're building Praetorians, pretty cool shields, which look pretty unique and distinctive and very different. So really good stuff there, and pretty damn cool when you can get them. Issue 73, so coming up very soon, if you're unaware, is the Locust Heavy Destroyer from the Necron range. This is one of the quick build models, so it's pretty easily built, and it's a bit of a different one as well. So it's kind of chunky, looks a bit quirky, a bit different, a bit weird, but not a bad unit at all. And I can imagine a few people having a couple of these on the table as well, so I think a few more people will double up on this issue in particular, even though they're only easy build models and most people hate easy build. So, but really good stuff. Issue 74, so coming up in a few weeks time, is the Space Marine Firestrike Servo Turret. So this one is a Space Marine literally using a kind of a mounted weapon essentially, and with this you can have 2 build options. So Space Marine players will probably have a couple of these, so they'll have one with the last cannons if they want to, or they'll have the auto cannons. So pretty cool. They look different, they look very unique, and they're a nice little addition for your arsenal for the Space Marines as well. So pretty good stuff there. Now into what we're going to be getting in the near future. So first off, issue 75, we are going to get our second Heliotrope reactor. Now the first one we got in issue 27, so absolutely ages ago, and issue 75 is our second one. Very kind of the same. It's pretty decent. It's not super fantastic. It's not a bad mini though. So really good stuff there. So we've got some good stuff to look forward to with that one. Issue 76 is one that I think a few Space Marine players are going to pick up a few of, and that is the Primaris Invader ATV. Now, pretty cool unit. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't look the most fantastic unit. It looks a bit unusual because it's not a tank, and it looks like one of the Outrider bikes that's literally been chopped in half and then split open and stretched, which is a bit weird. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They're not too bad. So a bit of something a bit different, which will be on the go, and a few people will pick these up because they're fast attack units as well. Now, issue 77 and 78 are of course parts 1 and part 2 because it is one of the bigger units, and this is the Necron Annihilation Barge, or if you want it to be, the Catacomb Command Barge. So you can build two different things if you want it. So you can either have that big massive super weapon on the back of it, which is pretty cool, and it's I think they kind of aim for you to build it as either as like the command barge, I think the Annihilation Barge I think it is, but if you wanted to, you could also build it as the command barge, which is instead of having that big massive weapon on the back of it, you have the commander standing there instead, which I must admit I kind of like the look of better. So for weird C-shaped flying unit, I must admit I kind of prefer it with the commander standing there over having that big massive gun kind of barge, which looks just weird. But yeah, really cool, and obviously split across 2 issues, so definitely worth picking up both, of course, as per usual. Then finally, obviously the last thing we're going to get, issues 79 and 80. So the last 2 issues are going to be ones that people are going to fetch and try and get hold of quite a few of, because it is Roboute Guilliman. Now, parts 1 and part 2 split across 2 issues, the Primarch of the Ultramarine chapter itself, and a pretty cool unit. So tons of detail on this kit, so definitely worth having a look out for. A lot of fine detail as well, so it is going to take some painting and a lot of skill. So if you've been painting along with the magazine, if you're not used to painting, you should have acquired by now pretty much all the skills to paint this guy pretty damn well. Now, there will be a few techniques that can help. If you're using contrast paints for things like the flames and stuff like that, that can help, and it'll add shade and depth and much more to things like flames. So definitely worth trying that out if you haven't before. So get yourself, I don't know, Eandon yellow or good old Griffhound orange, I think it is. They're definitely worth having because they help with making flames look a bit more blended in. So definitely worth a try. But a really cool mini as well. So with this being Primarch, he is of course the biggest hero of the Ultramarine chapter, and I think this will sell fast. So I think quite a few people will want to get this and get at least 1 or 2. Although you can't field more than 1 because he is a named unit, so you can field 1, but you get to paint up another one, or in all honesty, a lot of people will buy them to sell them because you'll make a bit of money off the 2 issues. Not a huge amount, but you will make a little bit. So a pretty cool unit. You can try and convert it. Not very easy to convert, I'm not going to lie, but he's pretty damn cool. He looks different, has the daftest name possible, but really good stuff. But of course, that isn't the end of the run of magazines. So we still have all the way up to issue 90, and that's where other set of models will come in. Don't know which kind of way it's going to work and what models are going to come when, but we have things like the Adeptus Sororitas Paragon Warsuits to look forward to. We have some pretty damn cool bits. We have a Redemptor Dreadnought, we have one of the Inquisitors to look forward to, we have some more Necrons, we have another Adeptus Mechanicus, which doesn't really bother anybody, in all honesty. It's not an important unit to have, and it could have been better if they gave us something different, but with some really cool bits and pieces to look forward to. So definitely worth checking out, definitely worth picking them up, and definitely worth keeping an eye on what's going to come out and when, so you can kind of get your orders in. Because I'm going to have to order myself some more of the Paragon Warsuits, because I want a decent Adeptus Sororitas force. So really good stuff. Anyway, that's it from me. thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully there will be a weekly video in the week this week. We'll also have White Dwarf magazine video coming up on the weekend, so keep an eye out for those. But for now, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye bye now.